Hey, greetings and salutations. I'm Big Brother. Come in if you like. How you doing? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. What a day, huh? Look at this. Look at this. Hair just going every which way. Um, yeah. So tonight I've kind of got a mixed bag of things. Uh, I've got some costume jewelry from the 50s through the 70s. A lot of it 50s and 60s. There are some newer things there. Sup, Linda? How you doing? Like I said, we got a lot of costume jewelry, beautiful stuff because I like the old stuff. Um, I've got a lot of ephemera. I've got some stereograph cards, uh, all kinds of things. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Trying to deal with the cold. Mother Nature is just toying with us. 40 degrees tomorrow, and this weekend it's going to be in the single digits without the wind chill included. So, yeah. But I keep reminding myself that, we are coming into February. So, I got a lot of silver plated stuff. I got some leatherworking things, crafting things. And of course, I always have postcards. I'm gnashing on cheese. Like I said, Linda, I'm gonna you garnered a gift from me. I found this and I immediately thought of you. So, congratulations! You are now the proud recipient of a postcard with a bear on it. Let's see, that's your little emoji thing. Yeah, yeah. I think the wind chills here are gonna be like around -20 on Friday. So, it's winter. I'm not really. I've come across more unique books from the 1800s. Um, I might decide to sell one or two tonight. Um, Depends on how things go. But yeah, that's pretty much the majority of everything I have. I have quite a bit I put aside. Please don't drop it. But yeah, there's a view of a lot of everything I'm gonna give. There's matching sets, brooches with earring sets, some pretty neat jewelry. Like I said, it's costume. Um, let's see. I pulled out the really good stuff, and I'm gonna either sell that online or sell it on somebody else's channel. I'm gonna be on in February. Um, but a lot of these are just gorgeous. Just brooch. And I got the matching earrings to boot with it, so and some pretty necklaces with the black. I'm not really good at selling jewelry like, say, a lot of the other channels are. I don't have a display to put it on, around the neck things. I do love these earrings. These earrings are neat. Like I said, I got a lot of. It's all matching sets. Anything that wasn't matched, only come across one set that didn't match. I had to put it aside. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask her. Oh well. Some Masonic tie clips. I got a Masonic tie clip. But yeah, I got a lot of this stuff. This is not even half of what I have. So there might be a. Please do not drop that. There might be a point in time where I pull out the other stuff, and they all have boxes. They might not be in the right boxes, but they're in the boxes. Um, Pulled this out. Um, this is pretty cool. This is an excellent man gift. Uh, Key watch in its original case, and it depicts a guy fishing in a stream there on that side, and there's a couple guys fishing off their boat on that side, and this is an old J.C. Penney thing from 19. Everything I did says 70s, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Come on, open up, please open up. Oh, you're gonna give me fits, but it's brand new in its original box, and this one isn't cheap, but it the little button fob there is unsigned, so you could get initials put in. I'm not sure who would actually use one of these outside of me, so but that's a J.C. Penney model with Swiss movement. I was gonna put a battery in it, make sure it worked. I got 102 batteries laying around. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. A bunch of these stereographs. A lot of people call them stereo optics, but they're not. They're really stereographs. The viewers are the stereo optics. So, and these are all from 1890s, 1900s. These things. Whole bunch of. I got a collection of Canada, Niagara Falls, Canada, and some other things from around the world, and I can get rid of those cheap. I don't care about those things. So I've been told I sell my stuff too cheap. But I want to explain this. When I go to the auction, I buy bulk lots. Now I might dump like 20 or 30 bucks on a lot, which would be, just a flat. A flat. This is a flat. Yeah, I dumped 120 bucks on one flat of nothing but ephemera, and it was a whole bunch of. Thank you very much, Linda. You are always appreciated. I see you around the other channels. Yeah, so I buy a whole bunch. What did I say? 120. It was 120 after tax. And I pulled out a whole bunch of, like I said, these are leatherworking patterns, but I don't see why they have to be just leatherworking. I mean, I think they'd be good for any other craft. Maybe figure out some way to send those through a Cricut. A bunch of leatherworking patterns and transparencies. I don't see that a lot of this stuff has to be just leatherworking. I could see me using these for other crafts. It'd be easy to do. Yeah. But these books, I've sold these before. You know, people put the covers on them like this. This means they're from the 1880s and 1890s. That's when the people did this kind of thing. You know, they made their own covers because you can't just run down to the store and grab you a book. And books back then, people aren't making a whole lot of money, right? Especially 1875, America is still being built. So, something like this is what I'm not even sure. Yeah, 1875 on this book, and it's for school, grade school primary speller. Yep, 1875. But it's got all your letters and how to spell things and how to write them in cursive. Most kids didn't make it past third, fourth grade because they had to go work. So things of that nature. I've come across more ephemera from the early 1800s, and I have yet to go through that. I need to go through and see what I have. I think I got me another indenture, which, for a point of reference, if you've ever heard the term indentured servitude, that means uh, legalized slavery, pretty much, but you are offering up yourself for a certain amount of time, and you pretty much do whatever you sign your indentured servitude over to. Uh, it's one I have has a guy that's into being an indenture for 3 years, and somebody's gonna pay their sawmill thing, which was 300 and some bucks, which back then, in our standards, we're talking like a couple grand. So um, this guy signs his life away, and he'll do whatever the guy that paid the bill is going to do. And once those 3 years are up, uh, he's covered. So that's what an indenture is. And I've looked them up online, and they're all over the place as far as value goes. To me, they're worth about 25, 20. Online, I might be able to get more, but I don't. I'm not going to say I don't pay a lot, but I pay a certain amount and I'll get a lot of something, a bunch of something in a lot. Yeah, that's hard to explain. And I'll go through and I'll pull out the good pieces and I'll sell the good pieces. Then I go out and separate the mediocre places. That makes me sound like I'm not selling you guys the good stuff, but I am. But it's I got to recoup some of that money that I spent at the auction house. So I get out the primo 2 or 3 pieces that I wouldn't even offer up here because I really hate asking that kind of money here. I watch the other channels and they're asking $35 for a little itty bitty rock. I can't see that happening. Or some of the jewelry from what's her name, Moon something. But I can't see. I cannot justify asking my audience the amount of money that some of the other channels are asking, knowing how much I have into them. So, sup, Ray, and Dustin. Yep, that's it. So, like I said, I've got vintage jewelry. Uh, I have vintage toys if Thrifty Pickers wants to stick around, all from the 80s and 90s. Transformers, Aliens. I'm pretty sure I got some Mighty Morphins up in there. I really haven't gone through it. That bag's been stashed away for a couple of years because I took out all the 1980s GI Joes, which are good money. So I'm pretty sure there's no GI Joes left in there. Um, yeah, leatherworking patterns. Well, like I said, which can be used, I think, for any other kind of craft. A lot of transparencies. Um, Stereo optics, vintage jewelry. Of course, I always have postcards. If you guys want to see postcards, I have more postcards. I'm never going to have a shortage of postcards. I just kind of want to take a break from postcards for a little bit. So, but if you want to see them, I've got 200 more sitting here staring in the face that I haven't gone through. So, and most of them are foreign. So, yeah, a lot of them from the early 1900s. So, yeah, I see you all over in the stores. So, yeah. Somebody threw a challenge down on me about finding mighty ducks. I bet I can find them. Yep. So, yeah, I think I took those to the back room. Definitely bring them out, or oh yeah, I'll be there in a bit. Been sick with the flu. Oh no. Oh, that's why you were feeling kind of icky. Well, take care of yourself. Lots of chicken soup. Yeah. Yeah, I never see you on anymore, you know? Kind of miss you on TV or YouTube. Yeah. Well, it depends, you know. I sell the early stuff, so if you get past the 1950s, then I'm generally not interested. Hello, Dana. How you doing? I've been seeing stamps come up a lot at auction, and they're starting to go on up in price at the auction, which means maybe there's more interest in stamps now. I could probably zip you some pictures. Just remember that just because it's old doesn't mean it's worth a lot, especially when it comes to postcards. I'm definitely experienced in selling postcards. So, you love stamps. You like selling stamps. I know you always did well with stamps. Most people, because you always had the audience for it. But yeah, I got it's a little bit of a mixed thing. Well, I'm glad things are going with you. Good with you there, Ray Ray. Can I just say Amber? Um, you love stamps, huh? I still have my stamp collection from when I was, shoot, 8 or 9. I finally found somebody to buy out the rest of my comics and all my stuff from the 80s and 90s because I can't bring myself to sell the stuff that I collected for some reason. I don't know. I kind of hung up about it. It's a really stupid hang up. I can't, it was, I didn't buy that to resell. I bought those for me. And I can't bring myself to sell those things, even though some of the comics I have are worth some buckos. So, not all of them, but I do have a few. I think I still have some Silver Age ones laying around. Boo! I made 2 books for my granddaughter, Ray Ray, out of the stamps I got from you. 2 books. Hmm. Well, I'll have to dig those out because I'd rather make sure they go to somebody else. I even got a hardcover thing. And I still have first day covers. I found 2 more stacks of them. So, let's see, 20 minutes in. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and start this shindig. I'm going to start off with a couple leatherworking patterns. These are templates. These are $5 each. These are vintage. They're from the 70s. They are craft aid, and I will show you what the template looks like there. And that's what this is. It has that's for your lettering if you want to do lettering, but that's an option. And there's the back. I'll go ahead and pull it out so you can see the template. It's a bit wavy there, which is why it's only 5, but there's the horse and the engine, Native American. And there you go. Nice big flower there on the side. So basically what you're supposed to do with the leather is, you put the leather underneath, you place this on top, and then you take your tools and you stamp down on it so it transfers the pattern to your, this is a billfold, as it states. I don't, these aren't thick enough. I mean, it's a raised pattern on one side. You can feel the scratchies. I don't know if this would work in a Cricut machine. The cut on it doesn't seem like it would be deep enough, but maybe it would with thin paper. I don't know. I would be curious. I don't have a Cricut anymore, so that idea goes out. But yeah, here we go. This is pattern number, what's it say? 3990. You can go look these up on eBay. These are selling anywhere from $8.95 to $12.95. I'm asking 5. As a matter of fact, I listed about 16 of them 2 nights ago, and I've already sold 4 just that quick. to people, oh, you're selling them too cheap. No, not really. I'm selling them what other people are selling them for. So, and I go by the sold comps, not by what people are asking. I'm going by what they've actually sold for. So, you know, but yeah, this is the one with Native American. If you like this one, just put in Native American, and it's yours for $5. I need to the early 1900s. I can I don't know which ones I have. And like I said, I was 8 or 9, so that was more than half a century ago. Oh. So, and here is another one, number 4050. This is Rodeo. As you can see, this is what the template looks like. So you don't have to squint through the clearness of it. But he's roping a calf there. And again, all this stuff here, this is, you only tool what you want. So you don't have to do all these flourishes around the side. You could just be the rodeo part. Or if you don't like the rodeo part, you got a little flower here and a lot of flowers and leaves and such. And let's see, this one has a copyright of 1974, I think. It's their 70s. And that's what they look like. So anyway, that's number 4050 Craft Aid. These are all from Tandy, which is a well-known leather people. Craft Aid Company. Pattern number 4050. Oh yeah, Al Stolham. Stohlman. Stolman. Yeah, that sounds right. His artistry in throughout all the leather stuff. If it has his name on it, people like it. So yeah, that's what I've learned. So these are $5 a piece. You tell me which one you like. You like the Native American or the rodeo? Just put it in the comments below or in here. $5 each. If you're catching this for the first time, this is how I do. I'll send you an invoice out as soon as you figure out what you want. I use PayPal for invoicing. I use Pirate Ship for shipping. Whatever Pirate Ship charges me is what I charge you. I do not make money on shipping because that's kind of lame. And you just put it in the comments below. You send me your name, your YouTube name, because that's often different than your real name. I need your address. And like I said, your PayPal information. You don't need to have a PayPal account to use PayPal. It just kind of links through your bank. And that's what we do. And all my sales are good for 24 hours. So 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, all sales will go off. And I'll figure out what to do with them at that point. They probably go online. Follow me on Instagram. I actually show you stuff being sold at the auction that I go to. I go to more than one auction, but more often than not, I go to a single place because, well, I'm family there, and it's close. And I'll show you really neat things being sold at the auction and what people are actually paying for them. So, yeah. I mean, I'm about ready to drop a video now that shows campaign torches. And those are from the early to mid 1800s, and they're just on sticks with lanterns. And it's what people would use to light their way as they move through town. trying to promote themselves for the campaigns, because this was before light. So, you know, things of that nature. Or I just might show a really pretty box being sold, or something from the early 1900s. I've sold mid-century modern chairs. All this stuff is on my Instagram at Big Bro Auctions. It does share with Facebook, uh, Big Bro Auctions. Makes it easy. It might come up Monster Cat. That's me. Yeah. And eBay, Big Bro Auctions. If you see something here, it may be going over there. If it doesn't sell here, it'll probably be going over there if it doesn't sell here. So, okay, so I'm going to throw these out there. I'm going to sell all 10 of these. This is a mostly set. These are from the early 1900s. These are stereographs. Some people call them stereo optics. As I stated before, they're not really stereo optics. That's what the name of the viewer is called. But I'm going to sell all 10 for $8. And there is, and my lighting sucks. This is a view of the aqueducts in Rome. I'm pretty sure this one's not marked, but I've seen that before. I'm pretty sure that's the aqueducts. And if you're not familiar with what this is, there's a viewer. These would slide in, and that way you could adjust it and see it in 3 dimensions. If I come across those viewers, which I see from time to time, if I don't have to pay too much for them, which usually happens, if I get them, I'll show them to you. I'll sell them here. Yep. And this one is marked Scenery of the Upper Mississippi, Views at Red Wing at Barn Bluff. There you go. Most of them are Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, and there you go. There, Canadian side. And this is the American Falls in the winter, and you can't really tell, but that's a lot of ice right there at the bottom of the falls. Here's another picture of one of the points. This one is not even close to Niagara. If I had to guess, I'd say that's some swanky hotel. You can see that it's been raining. You can see the reflection there. I have a few of these, and they are marked with that. And that is from a bookstore here in Indianapolis at 26 and a half East Washington. It's not there, trust me. And like I said, these are early 1900s. And it's got some, come on, stop it. Come on. It's got that fancy quill writing here on the bottom, and I can't quite make it out. It appears to be French. So, yep. So, and here is a walkway over Niagara. Not going to catch me out there, that's for sure. Niagara Falls, Canadian side, Whirlpool Rapids. Point View, Niagara Falls. So this is what they looked like in the 1900s. And if you know anything about the erosion in the Niagara Falls, it keeps getting further back up because all the water running over the rocks makes it erode. Oh. And here's some more Niagara Falls. I think that's the power plant. I think that might be the Westinghouse power plant. I could be wrong. And the Horseshoe Falls from the ferry from the falls. Again, 10 stereographs. Some of them have the little bookseller thing that I guarantee is not there. All 10 of these cards, I'll do $8 on these. If you like these, just put in orange, since these have an orange border. Orange stereographs, there are 10 of those in there. I am gonna show you a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 stereographs here. Let's see. Let's get these pointed the right way. There's 6 of these. 2 of them are they go for more on eBay, but I do $4 on this lot. But here we go. These are Bergen Harbor at the Wind Vane in Norway, copyright 1900. So these, it's hard to tell from here, but that's imprinted in there, as in stamped in. Art Nouveau Platino stereograph by that publisher in Philadelphia. So that's something there in Norway. Here's another one. Christiana, Norway, and its Splendid Harbor, copyright 1900. These are colorized. The colorized ones that I'm going to show you here. If you ever come across these, that means after 1900. They didn't make them much more past 1910, and then these things just kind of disappeared. Let's see. The picturesque tunneled, I can't pronounce that, Axenstrasse and Lake Lucerne in Switzerland, copyright 1905. These are colorized. And there is a little excerpt on the back about what you're looking at. Here is a Metropolitan series. These are sage hens. Here's a yellow border. Here's a gold border. This is a group of quails. On the back it says photographed and published by the Kilburn brothers in Littleton, New Hampshire. Group of quails. I wonder what a group of quails is called. And this also has that bookseller stamp on it. Wow, this one, it's faded a little bit, but it's something in England. Ow, and the back bothers me a lot. But, come on. There we go. Someplace in England. It tells you what it is. It's kind of faded, and, well, my eyes just aren't what they used to be. And there's the really bothersome backside. Looks like a Cubert kind of thing. Anyway, I'll do all of these here for $4. If you're interested in the, we'll just call them birds lot. It's birds. If you're interested, just drop the comments below. Say you want the birds stereoptics for 4. And then I have a bunch here. A lot of these are colorized. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 20 of them here. Now I do 12 on this lot. I'll go through them. Here's the old mission church in Mexico. And this is, because you had to view them and give you that 3D version, and then you'd get it somewhat colorized. This one's just called Needed Repairs. It's got a little scratch on his butt there, but kind of a funny. Gibbon Falls, Yellowstone Park. Christ commending his mother to St. John at the foot of the cross. Some nice ones. Well, thanks for showing up, Amber. And Dustin, if you're there. Where's your fortune, my pretty maid? Go get you some chicken soup. A hemp merchant of Manila, Philippines. Probably rope. Steam yachts and ferry boats in the New York harbor. Ruins of the home of Mary and Martha, Bethany. Interior of South American sugar mill. I bet nothing much has changed other than wood is now metal. Well, what we got here? In the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas betrays Christ. So we got some religious ones in here. St. James Church, Stockholm, Sweden. In the Field at Santiago, Cuba. The Valley of Hinnom in Palestine. The tomb of Gustav Adolphus, Stockholm, Sweden. Lower Canyon of Yellowstone. Colossal statue of Ramses, Memphis, Egypt. Because Memphis was a town in Egypt before it was in Tennessee. Ruins of the Jewish synagogue at Sutter Street stood the great earthquakes of 1865 and 1868. So that's what they look like after an earthquake. Let's see what we got here. Boudin Camp near Capernaum, Palestine. Boudin. And the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus preaching to the multitude. You get all of these colorized ones. We'll just call it white border. $12. I think I counted 20, might be 19. But if you enjoy the stereographs, there you go. $12 on those. And those are the only stereographs I'm going to show. I do have more. Okay, let's move on to the jewelry. And if you missed it at the beginning, I do have quite a bit. Everything I'm going to show here is from between the 50s and the 70s, minus a couple of pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with the couple of pieces that aren't. These things were really popular in the 80s, I was told anyway. But this is a purse hanger. Put it on the edge of the table so you can hang your purse off of it. But there's the top of it. So it's got a pretty thing. This is not enamel. It's just I'm not sure, but it's got some nice things around the outside there. And like I said, yeah, you lay it on the table, and then you can hang your purse off to the side. If you're interested at all in the purse hanger, I'll do 5 on it. So, yep, there you go. You like the purse hanger? That's 5. I do have a lot of earrings to show. And these are nice indeed. These are screwbacks. Come on, Andy. Get your S together. But there they go. These are pretty. $5 for the pair. I do have the pair. Everything is intact. Everything is complete. If you like the triangles, put in triangles. $5 for the pair. Almost all of them are going to be $5 a pair for the earrings. So if you like those are 5. I do have some pretty necklaces here. Here I have a bracelet. I have no way of telling you how big it is. It doesn't fit my hand. But I can see it. It has all of its rhinestones in it. It is quite blingy. If you're interested at all in this, I'll do 8. Here is the clasp. It has this kind of clasp on it, where you just hook it through the gizmo. The gizmo and the thingy, we all know these are technical terms, right? So it has a nice strong snap to it. But it is very blingy. If you like that, I'll do, what did I say, 8? 8? Most of my prices are going to be 5 and 8. Just so we'll get that out of the way. Snapback. Snapbacks. Very 4th of July. Hey, garbage monster, you here to buy some jewelry? So, if you're interested at all in the flowers, tell you what I'm going to do. I have some here that look, I'm not sure what kind of backs these are called, ladies. You can help me out. I'm not real knowledgeable when it comes to jewelry. Not costume jewelry, anyway. Uh, this set of earrings. These are slightly bigger set of earrings. Yeah. And it also comes with a matching brooch. There you go. This could easily be 4th of July, Memorial Day, any kind of veteran type thing you can think of, or celebratory America. Not that any of that is happening right offhand, but uh, all of them as a set. I'll do 10 for all of it. So you get the matching brooch, and if you ladies want to know sizes, I can give you sizes. About 2.5 inches tall on this. As I throw it down on my computer, itty bitty. About 3/4 of an inch for the itty bitties. And the larger ones are probably about an inch. Yeah. So all of them, you just put in July in the comments below. If you like these, I'll do all of them, all 2 sets of earrings and the brooch matching, $10. If that appeals to you, let me know. Have some lapel pins here. These are $3 each. But here's a little heart. We're coming up on Valentine's Day. This is good for anything, honestly. $3 each on the lapels. I have another one here that is a heart. And that is not enamel, that is plastic, it appears to be. But if the light wants to cooperate, little blue flower in there. And I have a gold version of the heart, and this one's just slightly bigger than the silver one that I've shown. $3 each, any one of these. I got a gold heart. I have a blue flower lapel that's really hard to see. Oof, there. In a heart. And the silver. I've got a poodle. Little poofy poo poodle. It is unsigned. But he's pretty detailed. You like this brooch? It's $5. Oh. If you're interested at all in the poofed poodle, definitely looks like a poodle to me. That's $5. Poodle pin. These are vintage. These are made on the backs of shells. Oh, wow. I thought I saw a name on these, but I guess not. But it is this kind of clasp, which helps me date it. But it has two little pink roses, and inside is a little blingy bit. Maybe rhinestones, maybe not. These are earrings, of course. And here's the other one. Looks the same as the one I just showed you. If you like the seashells with the pink roses, those are 5. Nice big twisted brooch here. Definitely has, here, I'll just show it. And it has some texture to a couple of the strands here. Kind of like a fish scale almost, or a snake scale. This brooch is 1.5 inches round. If you're interested at all in the round rope brooch, that's what I'm calling it, round rope brooch. That's 5. Now these are marked. These are Weiss, or Weiss. It's Weiss. But these are definitely vintage. Clips, clip-ons. They are marked right there, Weiss. They are a light pink, maybe a mauve. If you like these, I'll do 8 on these. And they are roughly 1 inch on the earrings. $8 for the Weiss earrings. This is a Masonic cane. Wow, and this one's even marked. Why do they have to write it so small? I'm going to put this off the side here. Where's my gizmo? There we go. Oh. Got my old man glasses. Myers Company. Says something else. Wilford something. Anyway, this is a Masonic cane. If you've never seen one, now you have. Tie clip or lapel clip. Not that this is a lapel, but you know, get that. Go on there. 1.5 inches long. Hello, Neymar. How you doing? I'm doing jewelry. Yay! $5 on the Masonic, as I just throw stuff around, on the Masonic clip. It's supposed to be like a lapel clip. It could be a tie clip if you want. The backs on these, I can tell these are from the 50s. These are definitely vintage. They are gorge. These vintage clip-ons, not marked. $5 for the pearl and silver colored. These, I like these a lot. Again, this pair is 5. They are not marked. I believe these to be 60s because of the backs. The back here is textured, and that's the clip. Well, show us the front. Black glass and it could be plastic, acrylic, and brass needles, but they are $5. They're cold, so I want to say it's glass, but you know, I'm just for safety's sake, I'm gonna say it's probably acrylic, lucite, bakelite, something like that, probably. If you like these, yeah, they're about an inch. uh, I like these. These are different. They are screwbacks, as you can see, and they unscrew. Uh, I'm just going to show them. They got that nice little pedigree around the side. Filigree. Thank you. Oh, my brain. Here's the pair. If you like these, they're 5. They're not too heavy. They're not heavy at all as far as I'm concerned, but you know, I don't wear earrings, so I can't tell you if I wasn't so jumpy. Tell me to drink more coffee. Let's see. If you like the silver, I'm going to call them cones. If you like those, just put the word cones in. They're 5. These are also 5. Black 4-leaf clovers is what I'm going to call these. These are screwbacks. They are pretty. I like the black and the silver. I actually have a necklace that these would match. These are nice. I think these are more up to date. Probably 90s maybe. Screwbacks, and they flip out as well. $5 on the black 4-leaf clovers. These are, I don't know, resin maybe. These definitely look modern-ish, modern as in 90s. Snapbacks. Have them both. They have all their things. There you go. Does this interest you at all? Come on, stop washing out. There we go. You can't tell because, well, my lighting sucks. And these are all probably plastic. I don't know. They feel cold to the touch, so it might be glass in there. If you like these, just put in white earrings because they're the only white ones I have. $5. Again, snapbacks. These are definitely old. Pink plastic. What's that? Just costume. Come on, Andy. These are pink with light pink beads. Little brass accents. $5. If you like these, just put in pink plastic. Again, not marked. Snapbacks. Quite snappy. Fake pearls. There you go. 5 pearls. Fake pearls. These are little. These are probably no more than a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch. If these appeal to you, just put in, I don't know, fake pearls. Let's try that. $5. These are screwbacks. Purple and gold tone. There you go. Plastic beads, gold tone ring with a screwback on it. I have the pair. Of course, I have the pair. I'm not going to tell them if it's just one because I don't see me using it as a nose ring. So, if you like these, put in purple hoops. 5. Oof. Now I like these a lot. These are pretty. A lot of contour on the gold work. They all have their probably glass stones and plastic beads. Grr, come on, you. Come on out of there. Remember, there's 2 of them. Screwbacks. Black. It's got all the little gizmos in them. The little glass blingies. Black and gold. For keywords, if you like those, they're 5. Kind of got a theme going here, huh? Now, these are most definitely vintage. Make no mistake. But these are like, okay, so I don't think these are earrings. You know, if they are earrings, something tells me those hurt. But there's the backs of them. Those just look sharp. They are not marked. but that's what they look like there. Glass. Always wind up doing this with my light. I should know better. There we go. It's definitely got an Art Deco look to it. Little flowers. If you like this pair, and here's the other one, just so you know. Stars, keywords, $5. Here's just a kind of a generic purple, fake pearl and gold tone brooch. I call them brooches, so I guess I could say pin. If you like this, it's $3. Circle of pearl, fake pearls. Circle of pearl, if you're interested, that's $3. Okay, I just noticed that one's dead, so we're not gonna sell those. Very blingy. Cold to the touch, probably glass. Screwbacks. Not marked. Really small. Very blingy. No. Very blingy. If you like these, just put in blingy, keywords, $5. What's the size on these? These are small, 1/2 inch. Again, tie tack, lapel tack, $3 on this. It's not marked, as far as I can tell. Roach clips. Tennis racket. $3 on the tennis racket. Lapel clip or tie clip, if you wish. It's pretty big for a clip. 2 inches tall. Hello, Patty. How you doing? The next one is marked Avon. I like it because I like black and silver. But again, lapel clip, tie clip, whatever you want to use it for. Avon clip, keywords, black and silver, nice and elegant. Always works. It's my favorite kind of jewelry, honestly. I like onyx. I do $3 on that clip. Another screwback design. These are marked. These are marked something really small. Barclay. Well, I know that name. Uh, yeah, they're highlighted gold. Looks like they have some kind of coloring in them. But there they are. Definitely vintage. Here's the set, both marked right here on that thing. You can have ours. I'm sending cold your way. You can have all the cold you can stand. Pair of these, 5. Here's another set of screwbacks. Hoops with pearls. 2 hoops. Fake pearls, of course. Everything is complete. $5. Hoops and pearls, keywords, $5. Oh, well, these are stuck together. Right, there we go. These are very dainty. These two are marked patent penned. Yeah, those aren't cold, so those are probably not glass. I'm just going to say not glass. But those look very amberish. Amber pink. Cross between amber and pink. That's all I can think of. Almost a topaz color. Almost. But there they are. Of course, I'm holding it by the wrong side. Yeah, there. These are nice. Nice little flourishes around the sides of them. They just say patent pending on them. If you're interested on these little rinky-dink things, I'll do $3. Put in patent pending. That way I know. Here's a pin. It's a Christmas kin. It's a Christmas one. Yeah, I know we're a little out of date, but it says, give me a jingle. And those are, ow, balls, bells. Nice red metal. Give me a jingle. If you like this pen, I'll do $3 on it. Nice and shiny. I like these a lot too. I like them all, you know. Screw top back design with it appears to be some kind of purple. They're cold to the touch, so I'm going to say glass. Let me just show them. Those are purple. Purple stars. And these are $5 if you're interested. Keywords, purple star. If you like these. These are big-ish. Snapbacks. This is what I call snapbacks. Clip-ons, right? Little blingies. Let's see. It clips on like this, so they go like this. They do have all their probably glass. Seriously doubt those are rhinestones. I don't know with that kind of flash, maybe, but I doubt it. Um, Keywords pearl bling. Making these up on the spot, you know. They are an inch long. I have them both, if that's something that they're earrings. Of course, I have them both, or I'm not selling them. Let's see. These are fake pearls. It's easy to spot. These are screwbacks, but they tried to make them look like real pearls. They're not. I guarantee it. But it's got the little flower thing in them with little glass blings on them. Here's the other one. All the little stones are in there. If you're interested at all in the fake pearls, yeah, these are not real pearls at all. No, but they look like pearls to the layman, I would say. You like these? Are 5. Just put in fake pearl. And now we'll do a necklace. Extremely blingy. It's not marked silver. It is a small necklace. Be good for, say, like a lady friend or something to wear. Look at the back of my hand. There. Here we go. It's a rather small necklace. I will give you it is 8 inches, so 16-inch necklace. Interested at all in this? It's 5. Really, it reminds me of something that you'd see like in a Kohl's box or something like that. That had suggested price $40. Now I like these. These are plastic beads, acrylic. It does have an extension on it. It is a lobster claw. My God, it's got. Does that say Coro? Says something, but it's so small. I thought it said Coro originally, but maybe not. Says something. Like I said, it does have its extension. But here we go. Nice silver and black. $12, $14, 15, yeah, 14. So it's 28-inch necklace. Let's see. And these, I think these would be a great fit for this. Or even this. But I don't like the brass going with the silver, so I'd have to say these would be a good fit. But black beaded necklace with the extension, and it is marked something on the lobster claw. I just can't see it. I don't want to squint. I initially thought it said Koro, but I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. So 28-inch necklace. Lobster claw. Nice and pretty. If you're interested at all in this piece, I'll do 10. Here's another really pretty one. Multi-layered necklace. Does have its extension. It's a lobster claw. It is not marked. But 'tis purple and silver beads. It is pretty. Here's the lobster claw. The extension. I don't know. But has all these purple and pink beads in them. These are okay, so these are cold. The little round ones are cold, but these are not. So could be that it's just cold in here because, well, it's winter. I am in the coldest room of the house. I'm pretty sure that's a standard extension. Yeah, 3-inch extension. What we got here? 12 inches long, 24-inch necklace, multi-tiered. It's nice and pretty. I'll do 12 on this one if you're interested. It is pretty. I'll make it 10. All my necklaces are 10. All right. I don't want to confuse myself. Keywords: purple and pink necklace, or as the Canadians say, necklace. I have a brooch and earring set, and this is nice. This is pretty. This is the pin. Lots of filigree. That is the pin. And here is the matching earrings. They are snapbacks, clip-ons. Nothing's marked. But these definitely go as a set because I took them out of the same box. Not that that matters, I guess, but it matches. I mean, it's the same filigree. It's got 9 stones in them, probably glass or maybe even plastic. Here's the other one, just so you can see, and all the stones are there. Along with this, I think this is one of the better sets that I have, definitely. If you're interested in all 3 of those, I'll do 8. And the last thing I'm going to show you is a necklace that's all tangled up. Of course it is. Raw. Oh my God, I hate these things. Ladies, how do you cope? There we go. Now, I was told by a friend of mine that knows her stuff about jewelry that this could have also been worn as a belt, for them skinny broads, right? Um, that it's a necklace and you could easily, double it up as it's meant. So it's just a really long gold chain with gold toned, uh, just a typical clip. I'd say this is pretty long. Good grief. 22 long. So definitely a doubler. Or somehow, back in the day, women wore this around their belt as part of their ensemble. If you like this, it's $10. Just put in a chain with beads. Gold chain with beads. It's not really gold, but you get the idea. And that's all I brought out. Believe me, I have more. Next week, I will bring out some better stuff, the marked stuff. I just wanted to go through it first and made sure I knew what I was talking about, the marked stuff. Oh, please don't fall. Please don't fall. So if you see anything there, just go back and put in the comments below the keywords that I threw out. Here's that blingy necklace. Again, or necklace. Good grief. Bracelet. I knew I was forgetting one. The stereo optics, the things. I do have a magazine here for leather work. Doesn't have to be strictly leather. It's good for any crafter out there. It has what tools to use. It has patterns in here. There's some patterns which you can use for anything, I think. I don't understand why it has to be just leather. Different lacing for leather. While researching this stuff on how to list it properly on eBay, I found out that the lacing is the same as far as stitch names go. Anyway, $3 if you're wanting leatherwork, and it does have that name I told you to pay attention to. Stolman. This is the guy that everybody likes as far as the leatherwork goes. I have transparencies for leatherwork. Again, I don't think it has to be strictly leather. But I do have, these are plastic transparencies, as you can see. But I'm going to leave them on the paper so we can see what they are. There's some transparencies. They are for how to cut. Here's some designs on the back. Some of them are tools. Gosh darn it. There we go. Here is, here's, trust me on this. Here's some, let's see, what are these called? Design flow. I don't think that's what that's called. It's a decorative cut. It looks like flowers, and then there's little designs on them. Here's another one. How to use the Wiener tool, but there's another transparency. And these are how to use your tools. Here's different loop patterns on transparency. I don't know why it's on transparency other than, for educational purposes to put on the projection. But leatherwork transparencies for use with the leatherwork manual. And I did come across the manual. Anyway, I do $5 on all of these. A lot of the designs are the same, but not all. And if you know anybody that's into leatherworking, this is a hell of a deal because these are going for $15 on eBay. Sold comps. So, yeah. I have one that is sealed. That's not open, right? That one's the one I'm selling on eBay. But here's, different things in here. So if you're interested at all in the leatherworking transparencies, that will be $5 for all of these. I'm going to show you a few more things and then I'm done for the night. And why did this fall down? I don't know. I have here, again, this is a leatherworking pattern, but you don't have to use it for but it is a handbag kit. It is uncut. There's the pattern for the front. Now, my question is to you, why does it have to be leather? Why can't you use knit and just, go about this? It tells you what stitches to use. I don't understand. Here's the, so if this appeals to anybody, I don't want to ask. I'll do $8 on it. But it is Candy, and that's the name, along with Al Stollum, who did most of them. Fort Worth, Texas, pre-cut, pre-leather parts. I don't understand why it has to be leather. I mean, it depends on what medium you work in, right? The patterns are still going to be good. So it is uncut, ready to go. If you want the handbag design, I'll do $8 on this. And here is one for a pistol caddy. Here is the tracing pattern for that. Again, uncut. Pistol caddy. It does have some stuff here for shading, what tools to use. You might need that for leather, but it tells you what laces to use. Again, I don't see that, you could crochet this and use this. I wouldn't keep my pew in the a crocheted version of this, but you kind of get the idea, right? So if you're interested at all in the pistol caddy uncut patterns, I'll do $5 on that. And I'll do $5 on this one. This is another uncut, and this is the Inca boot kit. It just doesn't have the leather with it. This is just the patterns. If you like, It's a boot pattern. It's a shoe pattern, right? But here you go. If you're interested at all, I do $5. As a matter of fact, I do $8 for the pistol caddy and the shoes. You just throw them together. $8 on that, and that's what I got. So yeah, I'll probably come back to do some postcards that I bought because I'm an idiot. I can't stop buying the damn things. Yeah, I still have a bunch of postcards I've not gone through. Like I said, just give you a quick preview for next Tuesday. These are all the ones. These are brand new. You haven't seen these, but 1900s, 1910s, as usual. You know, let's see, 1908. This is from someplace in Germany, and a lot of them, you know, you can tell it's got the white bottom on it, and it's undivided back, which means 1901 to 1907. I got a lot of those. I got some real photo postcards in here, you know, from all over the place. Houses of Parliament, 1912. Probably looks the same now. Oh, the toys, no, I haven't brought those up, but I can bring those. I got to run to the back room. I was just going to, my audience really isn't designed for toys. I was just going to take some snapshots and show them to you. And maybe we could work out something behind the scenes, you know. Unless the ladies in my chat want to see them, but they're all 1980s, 1990s toys, Transformers, and oh no, I got others. Yep. So if you want to, next week it's going to be these, and I still have those to go through, and I'm putting together a giveaway pouch. These are all postcards, and they're halfway decent cards. And I will send you some pics, providing I got the right number. So yeah, I kind of figured you would. The object is to get rid of stuff, right? I'm a motivated seller. I'm not an idiot, though. Let's see. Yeah. That's what I got, peeps. Thanks for showing up and looking at my hair all going crazy and stuff. See you next Tuesday, 7:45 Eastern. Postcards. I'm going to try and find something different. I got to go back to the auction this Saturday, so maybe I'll surprise you. And, you know, I've got other ephemera like QP doll stuff. So we'll do that. Everybody, stay safe. Definitely stay warm. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for hanging. Until we meet next, which will be next Tuesday. Bye, guys.